India lost a $3 billion submarine. This is unimportant.
Guaranteed to not change your life. This is the Unimportant Podcast.
Welcome to the Unimportant Podcast. My name is Anthony. That is Joe Bob. In this episode, we are talking about...
a submarine that got lost?
India lost a submarine? What does that even mean?
Well, okay, so lost, not necessarily. They know exactly where it is.
It's not where it's supposed to be?
Not where it's supposed to be. They know exactly where it is.
They sunk a submarine, is what you're telling me.
And which is a... You gotta understand how things sink when it comes to battleships / submarines.
I'm thinking torpedo, mine, maybe a crash.
Yeah. What about some guy not remembering to close the hatch as it submerged?
That is not what happened.
That is 100% what happened.
They forgot to close the door.
You what?
How? You had one job.
The thing that,
if there's a lot of things that you can do wrong on a submarine and probably be okay.
Maybe
closing the door is the one thing you must do.
How do you? Oh, so many questions.
Let's get what?
The submarine suffered major damage, and the Indian Navy described it as characterized the accident as human error.
Oh,
duh! I would say it is a massive human error. So water rushed in as the hatch on the rear side was left open by mistake, while the Arihant, I think is the pronunciation of the submarine, was at harbor. The incident is quite an embarrassment. Yeah, I'd say it's quite an embarrassment. So there's a couple things here. First of all, that is hundreds of lives that could have been lost because of that.
Seriously.
It'd be one thing if, you're trying to navigate murky waters and all of a sudden, a torpedo hits you and a lot of people go down for that. But dude, the easiest possible thing.
What do you think? You see those signs everywhere and you're like, why is there a sign for that? The reason is because somebody did it before.
Don't jump off the 13-story building into shallow water.
Right. Somebody did it before. So the Indian Navy will now have door closing training from here on out. I'm just thinking of all the poor sailors from here on out going through
the mandatory 6-hour training period on closing the door.
Why are we learning how to close the door?
Yeah, new enlistees, 30 years from now are going to be like, is this really necessary?
There's no way anyone ever didn't close the door.
I would love to be the professor there. It's like, hey, we're spending a lot of time on this. Is it really necessary? And as a professor going, oh yeah, trust me, it is. It is $3 billion necessary.
So does the door closer still work for the Indian Navy? My guess would be no.
It's lucky it's, India and not North Korea or the Saudi military even.
Seriously.
It might not be alive anymore. It is not necessarily not have a job, might not have a head. But yeah, so that's, there's really not much to this story other than the fact that
we just want to make fun of them.
The simplest possible thing. And I hope that every country looks at this as if it happened to them. It would be hilarious if the United States implemented more door closing training.
I think it would be funnier if this happened to some other country too. 2 submarines in the last 2 years have been lost due to door closure failures.
I think I read somewhere, and don't quote me on this, but I think they have another nuclear submarine on loan from Russia, which, if I was loaning someone a $3 billion piece of equipment and they sank the one that they owned, I don't know how confident I would be in continuing to let them use that.
Do your insurance premiums go up if you sink the submarine?
What does the insurance policy look like on submarines due to negligence?
Yeah, does the insurance policy cover non-door closure damage?
I think the answer is that it's unimportant.
Subscribe to the Unimportant Podcast if you want to know everything you need to know about nothing you need